Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
I'm Jaja.
And we're back bringing you all our thoughts on everything happening in nerd culture. Thank you guys for holding down the fort last week. You and James. You guys did a great job.
We
James
did what
is
we could.
Yeah, James is not here today. So it is just us. We should be all, well, let me shut up because whoever knows. We should all be back next week. But yeah, Jaja, what have you been up to since last week?
Enjoying all of this gaming content that's coming out. It's like a flood. Like
It's too much.
It's really unorganized and
Oh, okay.
confusing, and it's a lot of content to take in.
Mhm.
And it was overwhelming last week. Like I couldn't even highlight the things that I like because it was just so much stuff that I just took in. And then the Xbox showcase was later that day. So, I'm still looking for that. And yeah, it was a lot. So, we'll get into all the video game stuff. But besides that, been keeping up with Windbreakers, so I'm up to date in the dub at least. So I'm 2
Okay.
episodes behind. And I do want to talk a little bit about Windbreakers later.
Okay.
Kaiju number 8, keeping up with that. We could talk about that a little bit later if you want to. I've been watching my One Piece. Been continuing that.
What episode are you on?
247.
247. Ugh, so much to go.
And
Okay.
the animation right now is crispy. So like it's really nice the way it's animated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it better now? Interesting. All right.
Yeah, a lot better. The animation, yeah. So and then I'm up to a big like fight. So James probably would know where I'm at if I reference some of the things that are happening.
Oh, for sure he would.
I am paying attention. I'm not just like
Okay.
having it play in the background and just run the episodes. I'm like trying to, learn the One Piece lore.
So I have a question. How are you breaking up watching One Piece with watching other anime? Like, how much do you decide that you're gonna watch in a week versus I'm gonna watch something else?
Right now, I don't have anime that I can binge. I'm watching week to week anime. So Kaiju number 8 is killing me that I have to watch this one episode at a time. Windbreaker's the same way. So I started reading mangas again. I'm like, and then I'm like, One Piece is, I guess I'll just catch up in One Piece until I choose another anime that I want to catch up on. But yeah, that's how in terms of anime, but there's a lot of other shows that I'm trying to watch, like the Star Wars Acolyte show.
Yes. I have not gotten to watch Acolyte yet, but I've heard good things about it.
So
eventually,
it's like I've said on this pod, like that's what I like about Star Wars is the Jedi aspect, and I hate that it's like they make it seem like only one Jedi is alive at a time or whatever.
Yeah.
This show seems like it's Jedi central, like it's what I've been asking for from Star Wars. So this might be my favorite piece of content from Star Wars.
Okay.
So probably gonna start that soon, and then video games. Besides watching a lot of the gaming content, been playing Multiverses a little bit. That's the one I've been keeping up with. Besides all these demos that I've been trying to play off of Steam Fest, so we can talk about that later with the video game stuff. But there's a lot of demos of games that are about to come out, and you have until the 17th, one more day. I mean, by the time this airs, Steam Fest will be over, but there's a bunch of demos that you can play to try out some of the games. And being someone that watched the showcases, it made it more interesting for me to try some of the games. It's different than last year. Like last year, I wasn't interested in Steam Fest because I'm like, look at all these games coming out. It's a lot of stuff. I don't know none of these games. But I watched the PC gaming show and then saw the demos and was like, oh, I could actually go try these games. That was pretty cool. I like the way they did that. So I mean, that sums up my nerdy things. We'll get into more later, I guess.
Have you been keeping up with Demon Slayer? I guess not, if you haven't mentioned it.
No.
Okay. You gotta catch up with Demon Slayer too.
Demon Slayer, My Hero, those are 2 that I gotta get on.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the episodes to run out.
Well, there's only 2 episodes left in Demon Slayer, at least. So you might as well just watch it.
So,
yeah. Okay.
That's good to know. The dub?
The dub, I don't know.
Okay, well, I'll check.
Is it always usually 2 episodes behind on Crunchyroll, or does it depend on the show?
Usually, yes.
Okay.
It's usually 2 episodes behind. I think Kaiju. I think Kaiju number 8 is coming out both at the same time, which is pretty nice.
Okay. Well, there's
So,
only 8 episodes in this season of Demon Slayer, and we are on episode 6, I think, right now. So,
okay.
it is,
Only 8 episodes.
yeah, it's very short.
Hmm.
Um,
So what have you been up to?
well, let's see. I got back from New Orleans on Tuesday. I went to the Meg Thee Stallion concert last week.
Yes, I was there.
When I was in New Orleans. It was great.
I saw some content.
It was a great show. She had a lot of great energy, and just like the energy of the crowd was really good. And it was cool to see like other people. So like I went in cosplay. Me and my friend went in cosplay. I was Shinobu from Demon Slayer, and my friend was Tanjiro. So we went, and then we saw a couple other people in cosplay. So like that was cool.
Nice.
She invited some people on stage at some point, and like a couple of the people on stage were in cosplay. So like that was cool. So yeah, it's cool to see the different types of Meg fans that were there. You have like the nerdy girls, then you have like, the regular girl, it was cool to see like a mix and like everyone coming together to have a good time. So her show
Was
is
it
definitely
more women than guys?
Oh yeah, for sure. It was more women than guys. Yeah. 100%. They turned a lot of the men's bathroom into women's bathrooms because there were so many more women there
That's hilarious.
than men. Yeah, but it was great to see the energy of the different people like come together, just like have a good time at this concert. So it was great. I had a great time.
Nice. Awesome.
What else have I been doing? I have been watching Kaiju number 8. I'm not caught up yet though. I'm like on episode 6. So almost though. Almost there. So we could talk about it, but like not really a lot because I have not gotten
I'm no spoilers
that
at
far.
all.
Yeah, don't spoil it for me.
Yeah.
So I'm watching that. I'm watching Demon Slayer week to week, caught up on that. I finished Apothecary Diaries, which I heard James talking about that he started last week. I thought he was gonna be here this week so I could ask him what he thought about it, but whatever, it can wait till next week. But I finished that. So I'm trying to figure out what after I catch up on Kaiju number 8, and I'm caught up on Windbreakers also, another one I'm watching week to week. I also need to find my next binge anime, like one that has a lot of episodes out. I need to figure out what I'm watching next in terms of that. I said I was gonna give JoJo's another try, but we'll see how I'm feeling. I don't know yet.
Are you looking for something like slice of life, something action,
I
something
don't
new,
know.
something old?
I have a bunch of stuff in my let me go through my Crunchyroll watch list. I saved a bunch of things to my watch list. So I'm gonna go through there. Tell me if you've seen anything on this list. Let's see. What do I have on here? I have because like I've been getting a bunch of recommendations from the interwebs about shows that I need to watch.
Yeah.
So I have JoJo's on here. I have Black Clover on here because I've never seen Black Clover. On my watch list.
That's nice.
I have. Oh, I actually don't really have a lot of stuff on here.
Black Clover's a good one with a lot of episodes, and I think it's near the end.
I have Dr. Stone on here. I said I was gonna watch Dr. Stone again.
Oh, come on.
I tried to watch it before, but I couldn't get into it. But a lot of people talk about it, so I feel like I'm missing something. So I'm gonna try again.
It's really good. I read that one. I read it more than I watched it, and it was
Okay.
really, really good.
Okay, so I'll perhaps give that another go.
Dr. Stone, definitely.
Yeah, so it's between for binge animes, it's between Dr. Stone, JoJo's, and Black Clover right now. So we'll see what happens.
Not mad at any of those.
Okay. What else have I done? Oh, you guys were talking about Bad Boys. Well, not really, because James was going to see Bad Boys. I saw Bad Boys when I was in New Orleans. I saw Bad Boys.
That's why I'm mad James is not here.
I know, because I know.
About this
first of all,
with somebody.
James, I hope you listen to this episode when it comes out, because you be going week to week without telling us that you're not going to be here. James, I thought you were going to be here this week so we could all talk about Bad Boys. But
did you see it?
I did. I saw it when I was in New Orleans. Yeah,
yes.
I did see it. It was very good. So we could talk about that a little bit too. Video games, I haven't been playing anything. Just because I had a busy week when I got back from New Orleans, so I haven't been playing anything. I'm gonna pick up Elden Ring today, hopefully. We'll see where the day takes me. And yeah, that's all my nerdy things. That is what I did this past week.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I would, if I were you, I would pick up your Steam Deck and see if there's some demos on there you want to try out with the next 2 days.
Oh, true. For the
Try
first,
Creatures of Ava.
yeah. Let me
I'm playing
charge.
that demo a little bit.
Let me put my Steam Deck on the charger. It's been collecting. It's been collecting dust.
Yeah,
Um,
come on, Steam Fest. You got a Steam Deck. You
I
got to try
know. I
something
gotta.
out.
I might be toxic and just play Kingdom Hearts again. Kingdom Hearts released on Steam this past Friday, everyone.
Uh-huh.
And everyone's been talking about that. All of the games, include like the 3 main games and all the bridge games, are on Steam. So you can play them. So I'm just like, maybe I'll do
Why
that.
not?
Why not? Maybe I'll play all of the bridge games too for the first time ever in my life. Maybe I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so I can get a complete, full understanding of the story, since it seems like we're not getting a Kingdom Hearts 4 anytime soon. Not that I'm waiting for it. I've given up. And I think everyone else should give up also, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
suggest going to the Steam Fest demos, picking your favorite genre, and just looking to see something. If you see something you like, and try it out. They got a lot of stuff. It's
I'm at,
overwhelming how much stuff is playing
okay.
right
I
now.
don't know why I'm acting like I don't have things to play. I have a lot of things to play. I have to finish Zelda. I have to the first Zelda. I have to finish it. I
Mm-hmm.
have to play the second one. I have to finish Elden Ring. I have a good amount of things that I need to that I need to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so, but yeah, I do want to also see what else is out there. So I'll check out some demos. Um,
Especially if you want to play the expansion of Elden Ring. Apparently, you gotta get to a certain point in Elden Ring.
yeah, we'll talk about that. That is true.
Mm.
Which I don't really know how I feel about that, but whatever. But I mean that makes sense. It is DLC, so usually continuing DLC you can't play unless you've finished the game or like completed a certain portion of stuff. So, we'll get to that. Actually, let's talk about it right now. So yes,
I feel like that cuts off like 90% of the people who play Elden Ring.
yeah. Well, Bandai came released a statement reminding people that they cannot play Shadow of the Erdtree unless they have defeated an optional boss. Mog, Lord of Blood, has to be defeated before you can play the DLC. I don't know if they mentioned that before, like when they first announced the game. I don't really remember, but they said that there is for Steam, there is 62.2% of Steam players that have not defeated Mog yet, who would not
Okay,
have
that's
who would not have access to the DLC until they do that.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know. They didn't release the stats for Xbox and PlayStation players, I don't think.
Impossible to find out.
Oh, they said it's similar. It's a similar stat on Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
2/3. Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, maybe those 62% of players have just given up on Elden Ring. Like gave it a break.
I mean,
But
it is an optional boss, so
yeah.
I guess you didn't have to beat him to complete the story. But
Yeah.
seems like this boss is pretty tough.
Who knows what you have to complete in Elden Ring to finish the story? It's like so confusing. How would I know that something is an
I
optional
mean,
boss?
there is an ending cinematic.
Can't you technically just run to the end of the game though and not beat any other boss? Isn't every boss
No,
option? Isn't
no,
every
there's like checkpoints. There's certain things that you have to do to unlock the ending.
But how would you know what those things were?
Oh, that's I mean, that's another story. You
I guess
gotta
you can
follow
follow
a guide.
follow the lights. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, follow the path. Follow the goal path, whatever.
Oh God. Okay.
Mhm.
So yes, you guys cannot play the DLC until you beat the optional boss, which is it should at least
You feel
be.
like I feel like it'll change. I feel
You
like they
think
have
so?
to change that. Yeah. If they want to make money, like you're gonna cut off people from playing the game just because they didn't beat this particular boss. Like
That's very
there
true.
has to be some type of button that says, "Hey, skip the boss if you haven't beat him." Like, come on,
Yeah.
it's one boss.
That's a very good point. Like you make DLC because I mean, you want to make the fans happy, but you also want to make money. So
Yeah, you want people to play it, right? I'm
people are
not
not gonna
buying it
buy
if I
it.
didn't beat the boss.
Yeah. But maybe they were
You
hoping that it
got
would
a bunch of people picking up the game again to beat this boss, and I've
yeah.
seen a lot of Elden Ring content. I even like played 2 minutes of it like recently, trying to like see if I'm gonna play it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
But at least like you can just like pick up the game and just like run. Like at least they're not saying that you have to finish the game to play the DLC. At least you can just like pick it up Like whether you're in the middle of the game or not, you can just pick up the game and just go to wherever this optional boss is and then try to beat
Right.
it and then still play the DLC if you want to without the
The
stress of
the
having
only
to.
bad thing about this is that it's Elden Ring. Like the bosses are the bosses.
Yeah,
So it's like it might not be as easy as it sounds. So
that is true. That is true. But the option is there for you for sure. Shadow of the Erdtree, the DLC comes out on June 21st, which is that this week? Oh my God. Yes, it is. It is this
mhm.
week. I think it's Thursday. Friday. It's
Yep.
Friday. Wow, guys. The June is flying by. I cannot believe that June is almost over. What's going on right now with time?
Mhm.
Summer is gonna be over before we know it, but I'm gonna shut up. Let
Talk
me not say
about a
anything.
time to be a gamer, especially.
Yeah, oh yeah, with like tons of stuff. I think that this last half of the year and like 2025, the last half of the year in 2025 is gonna be a great year for shows and games.
Hmm.
There's just a
This
lot of
Christmas season.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out. Um, yeah, we can start talking about some of these showcases, the many
You
that I
know, you,
can't keep up with them.
you know what's crazy is that with all these games and all these showcases, I counted 23 showcases total, and people are still waiting for the Nintendo Direct and still hyped for that. And it's like, yo, yeah, like we didn't even get a chance to digest this stuff,
It's too
and we're
many.
still waiting on Nintendo. But I
Yeah.
mean, I guess that's how E3 used to be, a PlayStation night, Xbox night, Nintendo night. We want it all so that we can dissect it and,
But do you miss E3 for that reason though? Like I feel like there was not a time when there were so many different showcases. It was all consolidated into one big show. I prefer that.
E3 is definitely more organized.
Yeah.
It
I
was
prefer it. I
a
prefer it
lot
that way.
more organized. Like,
Yeah.
and I mean, I feel like they were trying to center everything around Summer Games Fest to make it feel like E3 ish, but like half the showcases I didn't even know were coming out, and I was just like getting slammed with all these showcases that I was like, let me see what this one is about. Like I was interested in all of them. I don't think a lot of people would have watched the amount. Like I've watched half of the showcases. Like I think I watched like 12 out of the 20 some showcases, and I don't think a lot of people would do that.
Yeah.
So
I like
it's a lot.
it's hard for me to keep up with like what's happening. I'm like, oh, I had no idea that this was happening, like you just said. So like
Mhm.
it's hard for me to try to even keep up with it, even though I said I would. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on right now. So it is a lot. But yeah, I do miss when it was all just
And
consolidated into one thing.
it kind of makes sense because the game industry we're constantly growing. The amount of publishers, the amount of developers, the amount of people consuming this content, it's the amount of people making games, the games that are coming out. We just had COVID, so there was a long break, and now a lot of stuff are finishing their development. So yeah, we're getting slammed with this is the biggest summer games, whatever you want to call it, even with E3 included. I feel like
Yeah.
this was everything included, the amount of content like this is the biggest gaming developing, whatever you want to call it, that we've had. Some gaming summer, I'm gonna call
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So do you want to like kick us off here, Jaja? Our
Let's
resident
let's let's
our
talk about the biggest one that came out after the podcast aired.
Xbox?
Yes. The
Yes.
one that everyone is saying stole the whole show. Like they're saying, a lot of people are saying that was the best showcase of the week or
Okay.
whatever. And yeah, I don't know if you heard about it, but there was some new games in there. We got a lot of gameplay for games that, we were
Mm-hmm.
looking for. So we can go down the list because I watched the showcase and I took notes and I counted like 28 different things that they showed, whether it
Okay.
was an expansion, whether it was a new game, whether it was a game that we known about. Now we got a release date or some gameplay. So
Okay.
they started it off with Call of Duty 6.
Right. Okay.
They had to.
Yes.
New gameplay for that was shown. They had a Call of Duty 6 direct after that I also watched.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the biggest things I took from that is the new movement that they're going to be doing. Like now you can sprint in every direction. They're calling it omni movement. And you can
Oh,
like
interesting.
dash in every direction. And like when you're laying on the floor prone, instead of like laying on your stomach and just like doing a circle, your guy is gonna like rotate his body like differently is crazy. Like the movement is gonna change the way it might change the way first person shooters like are played. You know how sprint every game has a sprint. Now every game might have sprint in every direction, slide left, slide right type thing. So
Yeah.
it's looking like it's gonna be one of those games. So
And
and then
I will say the graphics, at least from the trailer, look amazing for this game. So
oh yeah. Yeah, they definitely chose the right game to start their
yeah,
Microsoft journey on.
for sure.
So
For sure.
um then they gave us Doom 2.
Wait, I'm sorry.
So
Did they
that's
say
like
when Call of Duty was coming out? October 25th. Okay, there you go.
October 25th. Yeah, right
Yep.
around the corner.
Mm-hmm. Right around the corner.
You can preload it on Game Pass right now if you want it. Uh the next game they showed was Doom 2. I don't know if you're
Okay.
a Doom 2 fan.
No.
Well, I'm not a big Doom person, but the gameplay on this looks absolutely ridiculous. It's like an
Okay.
arcade style first person shooter. So a lot of cool weapons. It's supposed to be like medieval
Yeah.
um theme. So
Well,
that's pretty cool.
I'm not a first person shooter fan, so none of these first person shooters I'm a fan of. But it does look cool. But I'm just not good at that type of gameplay. But it does look cool.
Yeah, a lot of people are waiting for this. A lot of people waiting for this game. So,
Yeah.
and we got State of Decay 3. We got a little
Mm-hmm.
bit of gameplay from that. And I'm a big State of Decay fan.
Okay.
And this game is definitely underrated to me. It's like the Walking Dead in video game version, like the perfect you build your community like type of thing, and it's an awesome game. I can't wait for this to come out. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's no way they can mess this up. We got a Dragon Age trailer that everybody was mad about, even though I thought it was cool when it was first shown. I mean, it didn't show any gameplay, but it's whatever. We just got an announcement for a new Dragon Age,
Okay.
and
But why are people mad
um,
about it?
because it didn't show any gameplay. I
Oh,
think like
okay.
it didn't really it didn't show anything.
Okay.
But the next day they showcased the game and showed a whole bunch of gameplay, and everybody totally changed their mind because the gameplay looks absolutely crazy.
Okay.
So when you get a chance, if you're a Dragon Age fan, check that out. It looks great. And then they gave us an update on Starfield, the expansion. Um, I forget when that's coming out. Starfield Shattered Space, which is like, taking the game to another level. It looks pretty cool. Like they added a whole bunch of like trippy stuff in it. It looks like
Okay.
they're gonna steer away from keeping it super realistic. It looks like they're going in a totally another direction. So,
You were
but it
dis
looks
you
cool.
weren't you? You were disappointed with Starfield, weren't you? Or
Yes, I was, but I was waiting for the update because there was a lot of like quality of life stuff that
okay.
was stopping me from playing the game. Like the maps sucked. The city map sucked. You couldn't
Okay.
find anything. Like you had to memorize the city to find different things, and I didn't like it.
Okay.
But now that they came out with the update, I'm dying to get back to the game. It's a
Okay.
way better game right now. So yeah, and then they said they're gonna add vehicles in the future and all that. So Starfield's still alive. There's still people playing that game.
Okay.
Um, then we got a cool little commercial for Fallout, the update that's coming out for Fallout 76. I don't know. I actually want to play this game. I've never played any of the Fallout games. But I was gonna jump into this one. I don't know if this is the right one to jump into because it's like the MMO version of Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
So it might not be the original experience, but apparently this is a huge game. A lot of people play Fallout. The show
Yeah.
was a success just now.
It was. It was
Um,
a success.
Side note: they IGN interviewed Phil Spencer after the showcase, and they asked him about Fallout, and he said, I forget the guy's name, who's the creator of Fallout. He was like he recognized the success of the show. Everybody wants a new Fallout game, so he's like the guy knows that the show is successful, and there's a Fallout fan base there. So
Yeah.
I guess expect something. He said that without saying that, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm sure that like playership for Fallout went up also when like during the airing of the show.
Right.
Yeah.
And then to me, this is one of the games that kind of like stole the show. I got super excited for. We got a brand new game, brand new IP, brand new everything. Kind of looks Final Fantasy inspired. Expedition 33. So
Okay.
if you haven't checked out this trailer, Shannon, check it out. It's gonna be
Yeah,
on
I was
Game
actually
Pass. This might This is
That's what
looking
Jason
like one
gave
of
us.
those JRPG experiences.
Yeah. I was just looking at this one actually. Yeah. This one does look very interesting.
Yeah, it looks really really dope. So
Yeah, it does. It does.
apparently the story is I think there's somebody that like every year they kill a certain amount of people, and I guess these people are trying to stop it from happening the 34th time or something like that. I'm getting the story messed up. Please go look for more about this game because
Yeah.
I'm messing it up.
And
But it looks really cool.
we don't have a oh no, it's turn-based. Ugh, killed it. Ruined.
That's some people are saying they wish it was a action real time strategy game, but you know,
I think we need to move away from turn-based gameplay.
I'm not mad at turn based. I'm really not.
I don't know. We should
I
move away. We
like
should move away from turn-based RPGs. That's my opinion. But that could just be me. But I'm gonna shut
mhm.
up.
Or they gotta make it a way so that you can like make it an option. Like you can choose whether to play this
Oh
turn
my
based
God.
or play it
Yes. Yes.
real time.
That would
So
be cool because like the Final Fantasies like that. Well, yeah, the remake. I think is it remake or did they just do that? And yes.
I think
So you
Dragon Quest might have did that.
yeah. Final Fantasy VII Remake did it. You can play in classic mode, which is like the original style, and
Hmm.
or you can play like in this new way, which is a lot better. But yeah, more games should have that option for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest is another one you can choose to play in the like 2D like pixel mode or
Hmm.
play 3D act in real time. So
Yeah.
yeah. So Expedition 33 looks really
Um.
cool.
Yeah. We also got we got some gameplay footage from Assassin's Creed. Um,
Hmm.
which makes the game still look. I mean, it already looked good, but now it looks better. So
Yes,
that's
yes,
exciting.
yes.
Yeah. And that's
I'm
coming
not
out
mad
in
at
November.
Assassin's
That's
Creed.
coming out in November. So another game coming out in 2024 for
Hmm.
us to look forward to. Yeah. What else?
Then we got South of Midnight. It's the game where this girl is like in a swamp, like it's supposed to be like an action adventure game. They gave us some gameplay. We got a trailer of this last year, but no gameplay. Now we got gameplay, and I believe a release date.
Okay.
Um, trying to find the release date real quick, but it looks cool. This is one that's on my list. I didn't see anything like mind blowing,
Hmm.
but it is. It does look like a cool game.
Okay.
I'm trying to get the release date. Oh no, it just says come in 2025. So there's no
Okay.
release date yet. We just
Fair
got
enough.
new gameplay.
Okay.
The next thing they gave us, which is pretty crazy, is a World of Warcraft trailer for the expansion.
Mm. Yep.
And I've been asking for Xbox on World of Warcraft on the Xbox. So I kind of got hyped and thought that they were dropping the Xbox games. But then I kind of knew there was an expansion coming out, so I was like, "Oh, this is probably just the expansion," and it was. So
Hmm.
they showed a cool World of Warcraft trailer. They did.
Okay.
I'm trying to speed through this because there's a lot of stuff. And then they gave us Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
Hmm.
They're coming out with a prequel to Metal Gear Solid, and the gameplay looks absolutely insane. It looks
Yep.
beautiful. Uh, yeah, if you're a Metal Gear Solid fan, you got something coming. It looks great.
What do you think
Then they,
about this Wu Chang Fallen Feathers? This thing looks
Wu
kind of
Tang
cool.
Fallen Feathers.
Wu Chang, yeah.
That looks amazing.
It
Where
does.
we've been waiting for that game.
Yeah.
I think that's been one of the games that's like we've been getting trailers for like a couple years now.
Yeah. This is described as a Souls-like action RPG, which means it's going to be a hard game, but it looks cool. This is the fighting style that I like. So, um, I'll definitely check that out when it comes out. I don't know when it's releasing though. They don't have the release date here. Um, but yeah,
There's a
this
ton
looks
of
nice.
like Dark Soul like games coming out. It's pretty
Yeah.
crazy. Wu
Yeah.
Chang is coming 2025.
Okay.
No release date for that one yet.
Yeah.
Um, Flintlock, this game is coming out on multiple. I've seen it in multiple showcases, but it's another Dark Souls like game. Nothing special. If you like Dark Souls like games, check it out. We're getting a Age of Mythology coming to Xbox.
Hmm.
Looks like it's gonna be like a remaster of the original, but
Hmm.
it looks pretty cool if you're into real time strategy like that.
Yep.
And then they hit us with one of the surprises of the showcase. We got a Perfect Dark trailer.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember Perfect Dark
No.
from the original Xbox, but that was one of the games that I think it was a launch game. And People have been dying for a sequel. It's like but the trailer that they showed off is gonna be like a first person parkour style spy type of game. So there might be a little stealth with him involved in parkour and all this stuff. So people were hyped for that. I'm not super hyped for it, but people are definitely hyped for that Perfect Dark. And then we're getting a Diablo 4 update. They showed a really creepy trailer
Yeah.
of this girl getting her body split apart by this demon, and it was really creepy.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that. And then we got Fable, more Fable gameplay.
Yep.
Really hyped for Fable. Are you a Fable fan?
Not really. I tried.
No? You
No.
tried the first three?
No, I tried one game at one
Okay,
point. I tried it, and I couldn't really get into it.
got it.
But
All right.
it was a long time ago also, so I haven't tried it since then.
Okay, so I mean, they showed it had like a this British humor to it that was pretty like quirky. So
Hmm.
it has a charm to it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I'm looking forward to it. Um, we got another game, Winterborough, which I'm not really interested in. We can skip that. Mixtape. Um, it's a cool game that it seems like a lot of people are interested in. It has a cool art style about this girl going through her childhood memories or something like that. It's
Yeah,
one of
I saw that. That one did look interesting. Just because
the,
it looked like a different concept. Yeah.
I feel like I call that a slice of life game. But,
I would say so.
but yeah, she was skateboarding and it looked cool. It looked something
Yeah.
like something I would at least try.
Yeah.
Um, Flight Simulator update that we knew that was coming out. You get to do different jobs and stuff like that.
Yep.
Update for Elder Scrolls Online, Go Road. We know that was coming out. And then we got a Life is Strange 2 trailer. I think
Hmm.
this was a world premiere. And I wasn't a Life is Strange 1 fan, but this Life is Strange 2 looked pretty dope. I'm all down for a good story.
Yeah.
And apparently there's two timelines that she's in, and in one timeline her friend gets murdered, and in the other timeline her friend's still alive and she can prevent the murder from happening.
Hmm.
I'm down for like some drama like that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Did
Did
you
you
play the first one?
I did not play the first Life is Strange, but people talk about it a lot. It's one of those things that I see a lot, but I did not play it. Um, did we talk about this Stalker game, Stalker 2? Did you say that?
It's coming. It's
Yeah.
coming.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm like kind of going in the order of the showcase
Okay,
app
okay.
because like I literally like wrote I was writing down like the stuff that I liked and I ended up just writing everything that happened. So I'm just like running through it. But Stalker 2 is coming up. They showed Indiana Jones right after Life is Strange 2.
Yes.
Gameplay looks crazy, Shannon. I didn't think I was gonna be into this game. Like I thought, like, why are they hyping up this game? But it looks like it feels like the movie, which is the best part.
Okay.
So, yeah. And then we got a game that I'm pretty excited about, Mecha Break. It looks like it's going to be a 60-player Gundam mech style flying, shooting, craziness,
Hmm.
action, insaneness. Like it looked insane. So Mecha Break, if you're into Gundams and all that, I think it's going to be like a battle royale. And
Okay.
then we're getting near the end. We're getting to the end. They showed Wu Tang. We talked about that. Then they showed Avowed, a game that everybody's hyped for. I'm hyped for. They showed new gameplay that looks dope. So yeah, that's coming out. And then we got a new game, Atomfall. It kind of gave me like an outer world vibe,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to think of the game everybody's comparing it to. I can't remember the game everybody's comparing it to, but it's a action adventure game. Um, and then we got Assassin's Creed gameplay, and then after that they showed Stalker 2,
Yep.
and Stalker 2 looks amazing. Are you a
Mm,
Stalker 2 fan? Because you're not a
I'm not
you're
a
not a
shooter
first
game.
person
It is.
shooter fan.
I'm not. I'm not. It just looked
It,
interesting, but I won't be playing it for that reason.
and then they ended the show with Gears of War E-Day, and the
Okay.
trailer was pretty dope because you seen a soldier fighting and you didn't know really who the soldier was, and then at the end you found out who he was, and it's Marcus, and you see one of the guys that died in the first game. So it's a prequel to the first game, and it's one of the events that has been talked about. And I think it's the event that like started the war pretty much. So everyone's super hyped for this game. Trailer looked crazy, and yeah, that was the Xbox showcase, and it was pretty like
A lot.
that was the showcase to watch.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It definitely seems like the most, it definitely seems like the one that had the most stuff come out of it. Just browsing through all the other things that I didn't watch, but saw the snippets of after.
And
So wait,
Xbox needed this win so bad,
oh yeah, for sure they did.
so bad.
For sure. So like, what are you most excited for?
One of my most Mecha Break. I'm most excited. That was one of my top games. I think I'm gonna play Doom 2.
Okay,
Call of Duty 6, of course. I
of
said
course.
State of Decay 3. I'm a Dragon Age fan. I told you I want to play
Oh,
Starfield.
so just all the games.
Expedition 32.
So all the games. Okay, cool. You're gonna have a busy year, Jaja, playing all these games.
It was a good showcase. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
yeah.
Like, it was a lot of like compared. So I watched a bunch of the other showcases, and I even did what I did with Xbox. I like for the PC gaming showcase. I kind of took notes on the games that I liked and the games that I didn't like, and the PC showcase had more games than the Xbox showcase. Like they
Mm.
showcased more stuff than them, but I only liked like less than half of it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not gonna even go through it like that. The way, like, I can't even. I thought I wrote the number of stuff that they did, but
They did quite a few things.
it's a lot. Like, if
Yeah,
I count all these things, it's more than like 30.
yeah.
This
They
is
did.
more
They
than
did.
it might be closer to 40 different trailers or something like that.
Yeah, they did quite a lot for sure.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Do I have anything off the top of my head to mention from it? Oh, so I'll just go through some of the demos that I played this week
Oh yeah.
from the
Go ahead. From
PC
Steam.
Gaming Showcase.
Yeah.
I tried the GI Joe beat 'em up. That's supposed to be like Streets of Rage, Ninja Turtle style. Yeah, yeah.
Nah.
It wasn't. It didn't do the job.
Okay.
Especially when you compare it to like Streets of Rage 4 and the new Ninja Turtles one. It kind of feels like one of the older ones, and it's like, yo, you got to make it feel like the new style. Uh, I played Cat Quest 3, which is
Okay.
another beat 'em up. You could play co-op and it's pretty cool. I would see myself playing that. It's different, the art style and just the gameplay in general, but it is just like a beat 'em up, hacker slash beat 'em up. I played Wizard of Legend 2. It's like a roguelike game. You do runs and you try to like defeat as many enemies as possible before you die. And it's, you just keep doing runs and try and get better and you get better gear. A lot of games are coming out like Vampire Survivors.
Yeah.
Like it feels like that game, kind of. What else did I play? I played the Parcel Corps, like this bike game that's like a parkour bike game, and you're like delivering
Mm-hmm.
stuff, but it's like if it kind of feels like Jet Grind Radio with bikes,
Mm-hmm.
except and you're not doing graffiti though. But so that's the best way I can describe it. Um, and what else did I play? Odenfall is another one that's like Vampire Survivors. You
You
got a
played all
gun.
these. You played all these demos in the last week.
Yeah, not like a crazy amount of time. Like they're
Okay.
demos, so you
Right.
do one run and they're like, "This is the demo. Do you want to
Yeah.
play again?" So the ones that are fun, you play again. And a lot of these demos have like save states, so like all the stuff that you earned in the demo, you keep, so you could like keep playing it to see how far the demo
Oh,
lets you
nice.
go.
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't play a stupid amount of time in these games. So like the ones that I mentioned are games that like you play one run of it, and this is the gameplay. You're
Right.
just gonna get more souped up weapons.
Mm-hmm.
One that I do want to play a little bit more of that I was telling you to try, Creatures of Ava. I played like 10 minutes of it. Didn't really play a lot of it. I was like late, so
Okay.
I found my first creature, took a picture of it. It's a really colorful game. Like it's so I want to see where that's going. And I have a couple other games downloaded that I gotta try, like some of the Dark Souls and inspired ones, some of the bigger install size games I'm gonna try now. So,
Okay.
but yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff, and yeah, I've been busy. I've been really busy gaming wise.
You have been. You have been
I
really
felt
busy.
like I had to come back from last week because last week I felt like I put on a poor show because like I was so overwhelmed by stuff. I was like, yo, James, I can't tell you what I liked from anything because it was so much stuff. Like
Yeah.
everything is just was a blur. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna there's a lot of things to look forward to the last half of this year and next year. Yeah, so we're good. Um, anything else from the showcases before we move on?
Nothing crazy. I feel like
Okay.
we'll be talking about showcase stuff for like the rest of
Oh
the
yeah,
year. So
of course we will.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
we don't have to beat a dead
Yeah.
horse today.
Oh, that's very true. Sorry, just to move on, 'cause nerdy things, I forgot about something. Did you watch The Boys? The Boys started this past week.
Yes, I did not watch The Boys, but I
Yes,
being
I did not.
shamed
I thought you were
about it.
about to say, yes, I did. Yes, I
Yeah,
did not.
I was shamed for not being up to date in The Boys, so I kind of have like
I mean,
escalated it in my list of things to do.
it just
But
started.
I have a lot of things
Wait,
like
how
House of
far behind are
Dragon is
you?
coming.
How far behind are
I
you?
only watched the first. Maybe I watched the first season
Oh,
of the
you're behind
first season.
behind.
Yep, because the last thing I remember
Oh,
is
I'm shaming
yeah,
you also.
the
Okay.
sun. Yeah. Shame you all you want.
Well,
It's okay.
all right. Well, season 4 started this past week with a bang. The first 3 episodes that they released are really good. And they also announced that next season, season 5, is going to be the last season of the show.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's a good time to catch up.
Yeah.
House of Dragons is coming out this weekend, right? Or today or something like that.
Today. Well, when this podcast comes out, yes, it would have come out on Sunday. So,
Right.
yeah, which means we're not
And
talking about it till next week. So,
I didn't do my rewatch of season 1.
I didn't either. I'm just gonna
Shame
watch a
on me.
recap video because I definitely need to watch
Um,
it this week so I don't get spoiled on the interwebs
oh
by
man, I want to
all
watch
you
that first season
spoilers.
so bad. But I think I'm just gonna have to start the new season and tough
That's
it
what I'm gonna
out.
have to do. I think I'm gonna start the season. Then this week, I'm gonna go back and watch season 1 and then probably rewatch the first episode again of season 2 and then just continue on. That's what I think I'm gonna do.
Because I don't want anything spoiled. And I
No.
had a situation happen to me this week, Shannon. I
Oh, what
thought of you
happened?
immediately. I was on my YouTube looking for something to watch. I seen a video that said Kaiju number 8 and it had 3 characters, and I was just like, swipe past it so fast. But I kind of got a blur of the image, and I'm kind of mad.
Oh
I'm
no.
like, I'm
I'm
so
sorry.
mad at YouTube right now. But yeah. But while we're on it, Kaiju number 8 right now is pretty crazy. That's
It's
all
a
I'm gonna say.
it's a good show. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, don't tell me much because again, I'm only on episode 6,
That's
so
all I'm gonna
there's a
say.
couple.
That's
Okay,
all I'm gonna say.
it's a great show.
It's crazy right now.
Yeah, it's a good show. But that's another show that's ending soon. Do you like this 12 episode anime format that animes have seemed to be moving towards? Because you know how like we were used to seasons having like
Absolutely not.
24 to 26 episodes in a season, and now more and more like there's only like 12 episodes or 10. Yeah.
That's actually why I wanted to talk about Windbreakers, because I
Okay.
was just watching a video this morning about
Uh-huh.
I forget the channel, but the guy was saying pretty much that Windbreakers is like almost destined to like either fail or just leave us on some type of cliffhanger, because the manga is there's so much content in the manga, and if they're doing these short seasons, it's either going to take years to freaking animate, or
Mm.
they're going to leave out a lot of content. So now I'm scared to death that they're going to pull a Promise Neverland and totally destroy the
Oh my
whole
God.
freaking
Imagine.
show. I'm terrified. So like
That would be so bad.
I almost like want to start reading Windbreakers, because they're saying there's a lot of story things that happen in Windbreakers. They're not going to be able to cover it all in 12 episode seasons, or it's going to take forever. What do you think about that?
That makes sense. That makes sense because how many chapters is it? Well, we don't know how many
I
chapters
think
it
it's
is.
on volume 4, and I looked. It's like 127 chapters or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that is because usually in like 26 episode animes, like seasons, you get like 2 major like events that happen like within the season. But you know, while we're in these 12 episode runs, really only one major thing happens in these seasons. In these 12, you know what I mean? In these 12 episode things, there's like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes like there's a story that happens in the first half and then like something else happens in the second half. But like,
Right.
yes, yes, I agree. There's less that you can put in there. So I mean, it very well, let's not let's not be afraid that it's going to turn into Promised Neverland.
I'm still gonna watch it.
I don't know
I'm gonna
what.
watch the first season, but I might just start reading it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing when they made Promised Neverland season 2, but people should learn from that. Do not do that. Don't do that. That was really bad. I don't think they're gonna do that though. If it's a popular show, which it is, then they'll hopefully be able to have the resources to keep making seasons, and not have to do that.
I would hope so.
I would hope so. I hope so. I think so too. I have faith in the show. It's very popular. People like it. Understandably so. It's a great show. I love Saturdays because I can go watch Windbreakers. Even if it is only for 2 more. Actually, I think there's only one episode left.
Kaiju number 8 combo right now. Like
But I think both of those shows are ending on the same week. I think they both only have 1 or 2 or more episodes left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely my favorite animes of the year.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah.
From what I've watched. Don't kill me. I've not watched the majority of stuff that's out.
No, yeah, it's fine. But yeah, let's hope not. I just hope that we're gonna be able to get a season 2 relatively quickly and not in like 4 years. So we'll see.
I might not be able to wait for both of these. These might be my reads.
Your reads? You're gonna read them? That's fair. Maybe I'll read them too.
Maybe if I have time. Like it's hard to find time to read now. Like I used to have time that I needed to fill with something, and that's why I used to get through a lot of mangas. But now that I don't live in New York and take public transportation, like that's where I used to get my manga reading done.
Yeah.
And now I gotta squeeze it in somewhere.
Yeah, I know. I can imagine it's hard. Maybe I'll read. I think I'm gonna read one of them too. I think I'm gonna read. Yeah, I think I'm gonna read Demon Slayer and finish Demon Slayer because I don't want Demon Slayer to be spoiled for me, and it's already starting to be spoiled for me. Like people are talking about deaths and things like that happened like in the last arc. I'm just like, nope.
Yeah, because the manga's completed right now.
Yeah,
so.
The manga is done. Yeah, so I'm just like, let me just finish it because I will not have the internet be spoiling things for me. I refuse. I refuse.
We made that clear.
I refuse again to go through this. So no. What are we talking about?
We skipped that House of Dragon was renewed for a 3rd season. I did not know that.
Yes.
A round of applause.
Ahead of season 2 premiere.
It should be renewed for 3 more seasons right now. Like, why are they playing games?
Let's go one at a time so that we can avoid the Game of Thrones effect. But yeah. So it has been renewed for season 3. Again, looking forward to this next couple of weeks where we're gonna get to watch season 2. It's gonna be great. Mm-hmm. Highly anticipated. And disappointing news, Blade, which seems to be a cursed property. The Blade director has exited the film. So I think first it was the showrunners or like the writers that left and they had to find new writers for the show, or they fired something happened with the writers. Now the director's gone. I just think, I don't know. What do you think, Jaja? Do you think Blade is cursed? Is this movie ever coming out? Because at this point, I don't think it is.
I have no inside knowledge. I don't do no research. This is just my surface level take of the situation from the bits and pieces that I know. Like from what I know, Mahershala Ali was the one. I said it wrong.
Mahershala, yeah.
Mahershala Ali is the one who wanted to make this movie and almost demanded that they make this movie, right? And all of a sudden, like everybody that's working for the movie can't seem to make it through working with the movie. There's story changes. There's all these changes. I don't know, man. Is this guy like, trying to like, I don't know if he's being difficult or something, or like, I don't know. That's just my surface level take.
I don't know. I don't think this movie's coming out.
Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I would think it's something like they have this idea and he has another idea of where it should go. I don't know.
I don't know if it has anything to do with him. I mean, it might, but again, like we don't have a lot of insight into why this stuff is happening.
Yeah, this is me just causing drama.
But the movie was slated to come out at the end of 2025, November 2025. It is that's still like a long time away, but like with all of these like, regime changes, new writers. Now they have to find a new director. It's entirely possible that it can be delayed again. But again, if it comes out, that's great. But like this show has gone through so much drama that I really don't think so. I don't think so at this point. But we'll see. I would like to see a Blade remake, but who knows at this point.
And they haven't really said anything about why anybody's leaving. It's
No.
just
They've been super secretive lately. We still don't know why Bo DeMeo got fired from Marvel, from Disney.
right.
So,
That is true.
yeah, so like I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm not gonna give any more thought to it. If it comes out, it comes out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I still have Deadpool and Wolverine to look forward to in a month. Very excited.
Yeah, I feel like Marvel is just in a weird state right now. Like
They've been
they
in a weird
like
state.
in limbo. Like they're not dead. Like they're on the verge of being dead, but they're not dead. They have hope. Like they still have a pulse.
There's a little ray of hope, but
Even though someone like me doesn't really feel like that, I feel like that's the public's opinion right now of Marvel. Like they on their last lifeline. So that's,
I agree. I've been saying that for a while though. But I think this is the first time you've agreed with me. But I've been saying that for a while.
I agree that's how the public feels. I personally don't feel like that.
Okay. 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 We got a release date for Suicide Squad Aseki. And that is releasing on June 27th. That's also this week. Or next week. I don't have a calendar. I don't have a calendar in front of me. No. Wait, what? Oh, the week after this week. So
yeah,
not
next
2 weeks.
weekend is my birthday weekend. And
Oh
then
my
it's the
gosh.
weekend after that.
It's the weekend. Okay. Look at that. Another year older for Jaja. Happy early birthday,
Yes.
Jaja. But the first 3 episodes are going to be streaming on Max and on Hulu. So that's also highly anticipated. We are looking forward to that for sure.
Yes, and I think they've been advertising a week free of Max, so I'm thinking I might sign up and get that
really?
real quick.
Oh, Max is actually going to give people a free trial. That's cool.
A week.
I mean,
take it.
I feel like it's hard to get more than that now with these streaming services.
I like the deals where they do the discounts for like the year or 3 months. Like I think Peacock just had a
the
3
lesser
months for $3 or something like that.
The lesser
Or
services will do that.
Stars had 6 months for like $3 each. Something crazy.
Oh, that is cool. But Max is not gonna do. They didn't even offer you a free trial when Max first was a thing. So it's a miracle that you've got a week.
I used to have Max through AT&T, like
yeah.
I
have it for free through Optimum. But yeah. Also other things that are coming out. Tower of God is coming out in July. I'm so excited. Season 2. Highly, highly, highly anticipated. It's been like 4 years. So I'm very excited for season 2 of Tower of God. And yes. I will that's what I need to do. I need to rewatch season 1 right ahead of that so that I have fresh knowledge of it going into season 2. Did you watch Tower of God?
I don't know if I finished the first season, but it's on my list.
Okay.
I always confused Tower of God with Solo Leveling. I don't know why.
I don't know why. They might be a little bit similar. I don't know. I have not watched Solo Leveling yet.
Oh yeah, you should watch.
I need to put that on my watch list.
Yeah, you gotta watch that.
You're right. That's gonna go on there right now. But yes, I'm very excited for Tower of God season 2.
Did we talk about the Watchmen trailer?
Oh no, we didn't. We're all over the place, guys, with anime and superhero stuff.
Yeah, I mean, with this Suicide Squad and Watchmen trailer, they both look anime inspired to me.
They do. So this Watchmen trailer, it's going to be a 2-part movie, not a show. And that is coming out later this year. The trailer looks good. People have been asking about the live action Watchmen that we got a few years ago. Guys, give up on that. Nothing else is happening with that show.
Let it go. I think people are expecting like a Watchmen universe type of thing to happen.
Just take this movie and watch it for what it is and be done with it. There's no more live action Watchmen, even though it was a great show. But no. So that's coming out.
The show. I forget what the show was called. The Watchmen show that came out on, I think it was HBO.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I might go back and watch the original movie. That movie was really good.
Oh, okay. The movie, I forgot all about that, but the show was really good. And people are expecting a follow-up to that, but we're not getting a follow-up. There's no season 2 of Watchmen coming out. Yeah, so this is gonna be. Oh, that's so weird. Okay, so it says for the 2 films, the Watchmen series is gonna be released directly on physical media. It's not gonna be on any streaming service? Wait.
I would imagine it's on HBO, WB, you know. Isn't that all? That's where all the DC stuff comes out?
Yeah. I think they're planning to release it on physical media first, though. It doesn't say anything about. Oh, it's gonna be. Oh, yes, it's gonna be on Max plus on DVD and Blu-ray. Which are DVDs still? Do people still buy
I was about to
Blu-rays?
say they still. I
There's
feel
no
like
way.
there's still a collecting community. There definitely is.
There's no way. There's no way.
There is.
There's no way people out there are still buying Blu-rays. If you're still buying Blu-rays, please tell me. Let us know in the comments.
You
Just
are.
because I don't.
I'm telling you, people are scared of like with your digital media.
All right, we
getting
talked about
like
this.
taken away from you.
We
Like
talked about
there's
this.
Microsoft server shut down. You know, that's my
You
gamer
know?
profile. I would cry.
This is an opposite take to what I said when we had this conversation about people taking away stuff on digital media. Yes, buy your Blu-rays. Sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay, totally agree. But
It's
then you
different.
have people like Best Buy who like are taking like they're not even selling digital media anymore. Like they're like if you go into a Best Buy, like the Blu-ray DVD section is like empty. They're not selling that anymore. So it's like
Yeah,
it's an
it's
interesting
getting a
balance.
little weird. But also, they just opened up a Toys R Us.
They opened
Like
up a
an
Toys R Us where?
official Toys R Us. I forget where. Let me look it up real quick. But yeah. So I don't know. I think some people miss that the old way of like collecting because digital collecting feels different than physically collecting stuff.
Mm.
Let me see where this Toys R Us open. Is it in Florida? I don't know. Yeah, it's in Florida. Let me see.
Oh.
And it's near me too. I'm gonna check it out.
I would expect Florida to have opened a Toys R Us. Wow. So Toys R Us has officially resurrected, like as a physical standalone store. Because I know
I'm gonna
they
do some
have.
more research. Cause I'm just off the top of my head, but I think they did open up like an official Toys
It
R
looks like
Us.
they did. Is it an official Toys R Us or is it in Macy's? Because that's where the Toys R Us is. That's where
No,
the.
there was. I'm talking about like an official Toys R Us.
Okay. Because I know that Toys R
Unveils
Us.
flagship store. Oh no, I'll get the details later,
Okay.
but I should have sent it to the chat.
Wow.
I think they're trying to make a comeback. I'm seeing an article. They want to
Well,
open
they
up
are.
24 flagship stores. So
They are trying to make a comeback because first they were back in like Macy's, but like now if they're trying to make it like an actual standalone comeback, that's cool. That's something to look forward to for sure. So we'll see. Okay.
They opens at American Dreams Mall at East
Oh,
Rutherford, New Jersey.
there's a Toys R Us at American Dream. Oh
Yeah,
shoot,
so you can check it out. It's not in Florida.
I will
You're gonna
go.
have to give us the Toys R Us review.
Wait, is it open now? Is it open now? Is it open
I
or are
think
they
so.
opening?
This is from 4 months ago. There's
Oh
a new
shoot.
Toys R Us open in East Rutherford, New Jersey, right inside of the American Dream Mall. There's a whole YouTube video on it. And yeah.
Oh wow. Yes, I do have to go there for research purposes. I will be going. Oh yeah, yes, there is a
And
Toys
get
R
a press
Us.
badge.
There is a Toys R Us in the American Dream Mall. Wow.
Toys R Us is back.
Okay. I will be going there.
Yep.
I'll be going. Cool. Well, Jaja, anything else before we wrap up for this week?
That's all I got. That is all I got.
All right.
Wait. I forgot to mention. You got to watch the Future Game Showcase. If there's no other showcase for you to
Okay,
watch,
when is that coming on?
you got to watch Future Game Showcase.
Oh, it
just
already came on.
because of the host.
All right, it already came out. Okay, I'll go back and watch it.
Your girl hosted a Future Game Showcase.
Okay.
Your favorite video game character.
Wait, what? My favorite video game character hosted the Future Game Showcase? Who?
Yes. Who's your favorite video game character?
I don't even know who my favorite video game character is.
I thought it was Tifa.
Oh, well, she's not my favorite video game character. I like her though. Wait, she hosted it. Wait, wait.
Her voice actor.
Oh, her voice actor hosted it. I was like, wait, what?
I should have her name. That's so disrespectful right now. But yeah, she was hosting it with another person, And I was like, oh look, Shannon Tifa's hosting.
Yeah.
She's hosting the Future Game Show.
Okay, so I should go back.
That was pretty cool.
I should go back and watch that then. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I will. All
That's all
right.
I got though.
Well, everyone, thanks for. Oh, we didn't even talk about Bad Boys. We'll talk about it next week. You want to talk about it now? Let's go. Let's talk about it now.
We can,
What do you
whatever
think?
you want to do.
No, let's do it
I
right
mean,
now.
I thought it was amazing.
It was good.
I thought
It was
great.
really good. Did you like the cinematic direction that they were kind of going in? I don't know if you noticed like all of these like overly cinematic scenes that they were trying to accomplish in this movie. I was like, all right, I feel like they were doing a little bit much with that.
It felt to me like Bad Boys 2. Because
okay.
that was the thing about Bad Boys 2, all these new camera tricks that they were going to try. And even before the movie came out, the fourth one, there was a video about like the scene where you can see like Will Smith in first person
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
shows the
I
gun
saw
in
that
first
video.
person.
Yeah.
That's like some new camera trick. Like there's a camera that was like on the gun
Yeah.
and it like switched positions every
Yeah.
time, whatever. So like that's been a Bad Boys thing, dude, like the camera techniques and tricks
Yeah.
that they try to do.
But like, what
I
about also
loved
like
it.
the other scenes where like, you know, like
Spoiler alert, guys.
oh yeah, spoiler alert
Not gonna
for
spoil too much. Gonna spoil next week. We spoil it. I'm really gonna spoil because there's one part I do want to talk about that
okay.
no one's talking about.
Okay.
Well, I don't see a lot of people talking about.
Okay. Well, we can talk about it now. Which part? We already gave the spoiler warning, so just tell me which part.
The part near the end, the gun battle at the end, where Will's having this real down, depressing moment, and Martin slaps the living mess out of him. Shannon, when I tell you I had one of those, I threw my popcorn up in the air. I was so shocked. And then he continued to smack him like 4 or 5 times. I immediately thought of Chris Rock. I was like, oh, this is the get back. He's getting his get back from another comedian. He's getting slapped by Marnes. He just slapped Chris. I thought that was, I don't see no one talking about that.
Oh, see, I didn't even really equate it to that, but like I can see how people would think that.
Instantly
That's cool.
thought of that. I was like, yo, they're definitely playing off the slap.
Okay.
He slapped the living mess out of him. All right. That's it. More spoilers to come. But
okay.
I enjoyed the whole movie from top to bottom. I was rolling laughing from the very beginning to the end. I thought Martin Lawrence held the movie down.
Did you like his whole like existential, oh, I saw my life flash before my eyes?
Yes, because it allowed him to be the total 180 of what his character's been for the whole 3 movies, which is just anxious, timid. I don't really want to do this, but like, come on, Will, you're the best, you're the action packed guy. This movie, he did the scene from Bad Boys 2 where he like shot the 2 guns on the side. I was like, oh, this is great. This is great. Martin gets to be the bad boy. So I thought it was awesome. I played into his character perfect.
And everyone's favorite part, the part where Reggie took down all the invaders in his house. That was like the best part of the movie to me, in my opinion.
So there's a running joke because my ex-girlfriend, her kids like went to school with Reggie.
Really?
So they know him from school. His name is like Donald or something like that.
Oh wow.
So
okay.
Ever since Bad Boys 2, it was a joke, like, haha, like Reggie, you guys knew Reggie, whatever. But to see how his role grew in Bad Boys is just an amazing thing to watch. Like, he had the best scene of the movie.
He did.
Like, when I was watching it, I'm like, yo, look at this guy, military style, everything. Just the way the scene was set up and the way he had to do. It was like, I can see him and Armando carrying the Bad Boys franchise into the future. You know how they like to do that.
Yeah.
So now we got this military dude mixed with the cartel dude, and then their dads are the OGs, and like, I could see them. I don't know if it'll turn into like I don't know how they make that a comedy, but like, who knows? Those 2 might be funny.
Yeah. That's a good point. But yeah, the movie was really good. I didn't know what I was expecting going into it, but it was really funny. Yeah, from top to bottom, it was a great movie. I give it a solid 8.
I actually want to go see it again. Like, I was supposed to go see it again before this week, but now James is giving me another week to go see it.
To go see it again? Yeah, nice. I hope it pulled in good numbers at the box office. I can't see.
It did. I think it did really, really good the first week. I'm not sure, like, comparatively. I don't have the numbers in front of me.
Yeah.
But we could talk about that next week too. How good it did in the box office.
Yeah, for sure. So if you haven't seen
Because it
Bad Boys
was
yet,
definitely a summer blockbuster surprise.
yeah. If you haven't seen Bad Boys yet, go see it for
Mhm.
sure. So yeah, as always, you can thanks for joining us for another week of the podcast. As always, you can like us on Facebook, you can follow us on Instagram at Blerdsnerds, follow us on TikTok, Blerdsnerds_pod. Send us an email, blerdsnerds@gmail.com. If you are a nerd, if you are a person of color in the nerd space and you want to come on the show to showcase your work, you can also subscribe to us on YouTube or on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your podcast listening app of choice. Also, make sure to check out James's feature on Crunchyroll. He was featured in an article along with 10 other blurs for their anime inspired tattoos. So make sure you check him out there and like see what the inspiration was behind his solo leveling tattoo. It's very cool. Yeah. But as always, I'm Shannon.
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.